Hello friends, welcome to my channel World of Physical Chemistry. In this video, we discuss about the concept of rate law with suitable examples. Consider a simple reaction in which a reactant A, it gives the product B. What is rate of reaction? It is nothing but the change in concentration of reactant or product per unit time. As per that definition, we can write for that reactant A, that is, instead of rate of reaction, I am just write down rate is equal to, for reactant, that is change in concentration of reactant with respect to change in time t. Here it is disappear, therefore we put up a negative sign. Okay. Similarly, for this B, we can write rate of reaction, that is rate is equal to change in concentration of B with respect to change in time t. Here B is forming, therefore we put up a positive sign. This is rate. And by the study of numerous chemical reactions, it is experimentally found that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants. Therefore, for both this expression, we can say that this rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. It means, what it means, that is the disappearance of this concentration of A. It depends on itself, that is on concentration of reactant. At the same time, for this expression, we can say that the formation of product, it depends on concentration of reactant, that is rate is directly proportional to A. Now, we have to replace this proportionality sign with equal. At that time, we have to consider some constant. In chemical kinetics, we consider that constant as a small letter k, where k is the proportionality constant, which is further called as a rate constant. That is, from both this expression, we can say that the rate of reaction is related with concentration of reactant, and it is nothing but the definition of rate law. That is an expression which shows the relation between rate of reaction and the concentration of reactants is called as rate law. Consider another example in which two reactants, that is reactant A and B, are combining to give the product B. For this reaction, how to set up a rate law? Here, concentration of A and B are decreasing throughout the course of chemical reaction while the concentration of product increases. Therefore, we can write rate law for this reaction as follows. Here rate, first we write down for A, that is change in concentration of A with respect to change in time t. It is disappear, decreases, therefore we put up a negative sign, is directly proportional to, now this directly proportional to concentration of reactant. Here two reactants are there, therefore it is concentration of A and concentration of B, which is equal to K, that is the proportionality constant, nothing but rate constant, into concentration of B. For reactant B, we can write rate is equal to change in concentration of B with respect to time t. It is disappear again, therefore we put up a negative sign. The rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactant, therefore it is concentration of A into concentration of B, which is equal to K into concentration of A into concentration of B. This is in terms of reactants. Now for product, rate is equal to change in concentration of product with respect to time t. Here product is forming, therefore we put up a positive sign, and this rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of A and concentration of B, that is K is equal to concentration of A and concentration of B. That is from this expression as well as this and this last one. All these three expressions shows how this rate is related with concentration of reactant. It is nothing but rate law or rate expression. Dear friends, here question arises. By just knowing the overall reaction, we are able to predict the rate law? Answer is no. Because rate law is determined by an experiment. In general, it is difficult to predict the rate law by knowing the overall reaction. For example, on board there are two reactions are considered. In both the reaction, the stoichiometric coefficients are similar. But if you focus on the rate law, the rate is different. It means the coefficients along with the overall reactions are not always raised in the rate law. Remember one more important thing, that is the powers of concentrations in the rate law are different from the coefficient. So why? Because so here for both reactions having similar stoichiometric equations but different rate law because of different mechanism. Therefore always remember the powers of concentrations in the rate law are different from the coefficients. Now let us discuss more few examples for the rate law. On the board there are 4 reactions are written along with their rate. In all 4 cases rate is written in terms of formation of product. In first example, rate, the coefficient raised in the rate law are similar to that of stoichiometric coefficient which is written on the reaction, but it is not necessary every time that stoichiometric coefficients are raised in that power of rate law. See the example reaction number 3 and 4. Here the decomposition of twice N2O5, it gives this product. Here rate, in rate, here the question, if on question there is nothing is written, it is considered as a 1. It means here it is 1, but in reaction the stoichiometric coefficient is 2, but experimentally it is found that this rate is only depends on 1 mole of N2O5, therefore it is experimentally raised to 1. Similarly reaction 4, in rate concentration of NO raised to 2, similar to the stoichiometric, but in reaction twice H2, but in rate law it is raised to 1. It means experimentally out of this twice H2, only 1 H2 is responsible for this rate of reaction. So dear friends, remember rate law we cannot just predict the observing the overall reaction. It is an experimentally determined, and there are 2 modes of writing the rate law. We can set up the rate law for decomposition of reactants as well as for formation of product, but in general we always set up the rate law for the formation of product.